bad area.
Yeah, we are. Gotta finish the game up. I gotta...
I don't think people can shoot through this. I don't know.
I don't know. He's distracting. I'm moving up. I'm in here. Found that rock up there.
Push our right. Let's push our right.
Yeah. See him. I broke him.
We can just sit here for a bit. Wait.
Yeah, I'm just looking. 7 teams, 10 people. Door left, door left. Yep. 2. Down 1. I'm down. Good shit, good shit, good shit. I'm gonna crawl back down the hill.
Hey, they have a satchel over here.
Really?
And a mask.
I don't need a mask, but I'll take the satchel. And plates.
Yeah, the satchel gives you 8.
Yeah, I'm at 7 right now. 4, 6. 4 people left, 4 people left. Got a Humvee right there.
You're in the top 3. Don't let up now.
Alright.
My worry is the guys to our right.
Yeah, I'm watching right hard. I disabled the vehicle that the guy was in.
Yeah. They're running.
Yep. I want to move up this hill.
I'm gonna move left. Whoa! He's shooting at me right now.
He's dead. He's dead. 2-2. I'm on the car. Yep, that Humvee. What I was talking about earlier.
Alright.
Watch out, he's gonna be a distraction.
Yeah, there's someone behind him. On the hill behind him, directly where the Humvee was. Over my ping.
Humvee got out.
Yeah, I got zone on me.
He's broken.
Shit.
I'm broken. My left. I'm broken to my left.
Keep running. Here.
Humvee's down.
It's here by me.
Humvee full dead. I'm being shot. I'm hiding on Humvee. Good shit, dude. Good shit. Hell yeah, brother.
Ah, dude. Good fucking job.
Good game, y'all.
Dude, this fucking gun kind of shreds the one I picked up.
What'd you pick up?
Some guy's LC-10 with that one I told you that
What's
he had
up?
maxed out. Ammo.
Oh, hell yeah, brother.
Hey, you know, we went 10 minutes over your time limit, but it was worth it.
Oh, yeah. The game probably hasn't started yet.
Probably not. Intermission for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Probably not. Intermission for 10 minutes.
Turn that down. Alright. Bam.
It just slows down, right? Fish, no, we have to wait for each other. Use our nades.
So they did play.
Every single time.
Miami's up 1-0.
They did take it.
Or they're showing an old one.
They got the break. It just took 30 seconds.
Yeah, no, it really did.
These teams
Yep, they 100% did. Okay,
Feels like
Miami's
right
up
for
1-0. I'm fucking pissed.
Exactly, but
What?
he got so many. But let's watch it again.
Yeah, so what? Sell him, he's going to drop.
You missed
Metals is
it.
doing a great job.
Yeah, I
just
missed the
all
first
over
match.
the map. You take another
you're
one-on-one. So
fine.
BZ and Super
Yeah, we're
okay.
fine.
Now you're in the middle of the map if your draws in Cell. It's sort of like, all right, we got to wait for them to spawn on up. But then Cellium is going to go. Same with draws. And again, it's just 2 at a time. 2 at a time. You are never together as a 4. Finally, you're like, all right, somebody's got to take a route. That's
All right,
going to be
here we
Simp. He's going to wait for his teammates.
Turn this
All right,
down.
now you can finally go, but
Motherfucker, we missed one.
clock already. Around 35 seconds. Now
God
the
damn it,
pressure's
Zeke's in your
very
war
much
zone.
there. But Rentor somehow is able to get this multi-kill. Everyone then looks at him, and it's all about the flood. Players still weak from Rentor. Metals put some shots in, and well, they're just able to win it again.
What he had 2 in that first multi, 3 here to seal it. I think he was -10 or so at one point. I mean, FaZe were all like positive 3 to 5. They led the slaying margin throughout everything outside like the last 2 hard points. It feels like.
I'm upset.
And as we've seen Miami do so many times, they get another gear, they get fired up, they make the run. I mean, this FaZe team, I think, no strangers to losing map 1 hard point, so they've been in this position.
God
They're
damn
all
it,
in the
FaZe.
top, but look at the overall game flow. Yeah, you
Now I gotta
about
beat fat and
60
eat some
to 70.
Cheez-Its.
And then it is real tight down those final 5 hard points.
And I think the key is really that second P4, right? You go from 128 to 168. FaZe also had the rotation.
Oh, they had like the perfect setup. It felt like they pushed out almost too far.
So far, yeah, and it just felt like then what happened is you had this sort of 2-2 split from FaZe where they're, 2 players are back P4. You're waiting for your teammates off spawn to get involved, and they just lost every gunfight.
Yeah, well,
and you're just
If I could spell Call of Duty properly, that
They
would
were
help.
playing in a way
Holy
where
shit.
When they were winning the gunfights, it worked out great.
Yeah.
The second they started to lose some of those key gunfights, it just slipped away from them completely. I mean, I thought you called it right. Like at the end there, like Sip was finally the person that was like, all right, put on the brakes, take a breath. But
Jesus.
it was like 20, 30 seconds that had gone by.
Oh.
Yeah, like, the heart's just
Whoops.
starting to beat faster. The pressure is mounting more and more, and things slip away. Incredible clutch there from Heretics. Yeah, no stranger to wild hard points between these 2 squads. A lot of similarities, really, between these 2 teams.
Yeah,
And
it's
now
like
the
the
search
same
and destroy.
thing on the FaZe side, right? I mean, they've lost or won close hard points all year.
Yeah, yeah.
But this is why they select Team B. When they talk about vetoes, they like 2, 3, and 4 being their map pick. So at the end of the day, that's one way to look at it. It's Miami's map pick. They win it.
Yeah, true.
Get to
true.
your stuff.
100%. I mean, that's part of why FaZe like to play Team B. They come and steal that map 1. They feel like they're winning the series without question. But a lot of times they go in the 0-1 hole. That's when they'll bring it back. We've had a lot of series this year where they win it 2, 3, 4, and then the series is done. So nothing that shocking yet. I just think it's shocking just based on how FaZe were up early. You're up 70.
Judd, how we doing?
You're leading the slang. You come out hot, which I think you need to on a map like Skyline. You just you let Heretics stay in it. You knew they were going to make a run at some point. And
It's just been their hard point all year, man.
yeah, no, it really has. It really has.
Another protocol search and destroy. Come on.
Now to Search. Super. There's been a difference maker in Search and Destroy, the shot caller for this Heretics team. The man has been brilliant. Different kinds of pressure on these 2 teams. Like in one way you want to say Heretics, this has been like their best year ever, right? Like you're not feeling a lot, but you are. You've got some young players. The pressure is huge.
Listen,
Then for FaZe,
both of these teams know thieves are out. It's right there.
Yeah, it's
That's-
right.
That's,
It's
that's
there
what
for
they're
the picking.
thinking.
It's there for the
That's what they're
picking.
thinking.
there for the taking, however you want to phrase it. 5. Proto, back-to-back now in our maps 2 and 3. As good as FaZe have been here, I mean, Optic beat them up on it. They did their homework. They were prepped for it. Simp couldn't really get anything going where he could be a difference maker here at A. We'll see if Heretics are able to do some of the similar plays. Now, this is going to be, okay, well, utility not going to hit, but Abizi going to get caught.
Okay.
3 versus 3. Remember, no trophies here in the round 1, so the utility can be huge. Just hopefully use it against your opposition, not against your teammates. Massive one-on-one win there from Super. Simp now. Last one up, 1 versus 1. 20 seconds to go. A huge one in Rancor!
Oh, fuck.
The Ice Master at the end of the hard point, taking it right into the search
Turn that
and
down.
destroy. At first, I'm thinking AR in hand, like Simp has probably got this, but that is not the case at all.
Now he's able to find a jackal, and you kind of said it. Right, all the nades are flying on in, and the one difference was that like Abizi tries to get active, and instead he gets caught. But here you can see nades start to fly on through, team nade happens, and yeah, maybe that round's a little bit cleaner, but it doesn't matter, because Rentor, he clutches on up in the 1 versus 1.
Great start here for Heretics. calm the nerves. Maybe
Here we go.
maybe slow you down a little bit. You're riding high off that crazy. Come from behind, winning map 1.
There we go. Okay.
But 2 kills in the opener for
Now we're all set. Now we're all set, boys.
They'll look to get right back to it.
Hell yeah.
Well, they tried to get across top mid, and they are met by FaZe. They're ready for that push, and it gets shut down.
And you're going to need to see this from FaZe on their offense and on their defense, right? So many teams, they know how they like to play this. We know how they like to play this map, so you have to throw in some different looks here and there. I think that's why you saw aBeZy try to go top spiral and catch them off guard instead of their standard setup. You're seeing it here on defense, just through the top middle. As Sim trying to close out this round, the 2 versus 4.
He's just playing his life and hoping the ARs help him out. Just backing him up, all on Rancor now. Clutches in round 1, but best of luck in this one. 1v4, position known. See if he can take down a couple of players. They're not giving him anything for free.
No, he's just hanging out at this time. This moment, he knows the hunt is on. 30 seconds. Has everybody to deal with from the FaZe side.
He's like, guys, get a one-on-one, a clean one-on-one. No, you're not going to get that at all. So good answer back by FaZe. Yeah, they just meet him with that,
Good job, boys.
pressure. They don't want to.
Got to play 3 games today.
What, Thursday? Like, Shotzi getting across top mid, getting it behind enemy lines quickly. They're trying to make sure Real's not able to do that. We saw a matchup with Heretics versus Breach. Just if Purge or Snoopy can get across, if Real can get across. Like, that mid-map and the timings can be insane. You're trying to distract the window guy, try to get somebody through. Nobody got through.
Nobody from the side of Miami. Now, do FaZe just go to the old-fashioned A-hit with the trophies? Do they throw a curveball in there? We will see. Nade's going to connect, and aBeZy's going to have to slow down here. The trophy was just a second late. He's going to spot Real. Reposition. Now you need your teammates to get here.
I was thinking at some point someone's getting an angle to help him out, but they're able to use the nades, just isolate aBeZy. Yeah, he gets out to mid with 50 HP. I don't know if he ever gets back to full. Now Real's just sitting at 4.
Oh my God, come on.
Players. Sip has to scurry away as he gets tagged up, so no trade gonna be there.
He's got pop camo or something. Nobody's gonna look at him. I think he catches 2 players with nades in their hand, but yeah, 2 versus 4 now. And this is the problem when different plays like this don't work out. It is just an easy read. So now FaZe, you're thinking they're just gonna go back towards A on offense.
And I don't know if Dage just hit before a trophy was out or if the
the first one did.
Yeah. That kind of threw everything out of whack. That one nade alone might have thrown everything they were trying to do out of whack. And I just kept thinking aBeZy like stayed alive long enough. Somebody was going to get a pick, but that was not the case at all.
No, he was left by himself.
Great round there out of Heretics. Well, Graza, I mean, despite the slow start in map 1, he had a map, I think, led the lobby in damage like 4,500.
Good God, look at that. The fucking podcast is off.
He's been hearing it, well, basically his whole career. Once
Good
again,
pick, Cell.
Real trying to get across top middle. It's not going to happen. Cell has eyes, and that's going to be a big engagement or just cross we're going to talk about throughout this.
Yeah, there's just been nothing really on offense so far. Sort of your playmakers have not been able
to get positions to
get in those, to get in those spots. The AR's locking it down. But still a winnable round here in a 3 versus 4. FaZe just going to group up, make sure you have somebody to trade with. Cell going to hear that door.
And Rancor is trying to kind of keep him honest.
This could just be down to Cell to get info, but he's got to play his life. Now info going to be given over towards aBeZy, so he's got the help.
Got the help, got the trade, and then some. Cell able to get 2, plays that perfectly.
Way to go, boys.
I mean, he
Good
gets
job,
the first
boys.
blood. Yeah, it's a team game. A lot of that's got to go to Cell in that round.
And that's just adjustments, right? Because even, you look back at the Opti series, what happened a number of times, Shotzi, he would take those mid routes, get behind Cell, or just throw off their timings. That time, Cell made sure none of that happens.
We'll see how things go top middle this time through.
Yeah, I think we're going to go down to A.
Yeah, maybe we just get down to A and get to our standard, just kind of avoid that. Because it is just so, I don't know, I feel like they think if they can get up there, things are a little more predictable, whereas it's just so timing based.
They're going for it again?
Yep, they sure are. Trying to get him through. He's going to take damage again. Going to tuck away for now.
You know where he's at. Like, they know where aBeZy is.
He's just looking to be a threat, similar to what we kind of saw Rancor end up doing.
And now what this opens up when you have time mid, yeah, you can drop big doors. So some different angles for players down low. It looks like it's Metals and Super. There's the shoulder, the information for Abizi. And well, now Draza's looking over his teammate. So a lot of the map to work with, a lot of time to work with if you are FaZe, but they're going to try to flood on in, but they are so weak. Yeah. The trade's not effective until they are from the ARs.
Yeah, let's say
oh,
Sim's
thank
got
God.
Trade, but he got ripped at 28 HP. Rancor now, can he clutch again? Not happening. Cell not missing. Taken over in back-to-back rounds. They needed to trade those, and Cell and Draza able to do it. I think 2 for both of them is the ARs stepping up in the search.
Just got that, I don't know, man. Just knows every timing on the map. Looks so difficult to deal with. And
Spidey senses tank.
Oh, fuck me, COVID, I guess, man.
Mowed down crossing. I'm like, whoa, there goes the round after you got the blood.
Oh my God.
They're able to control it, take the 3-2 edge now off the back-to-back rounds. So offense back to Heretics. And they're going to just get down low. I mean, the mid-map cross has not worked. Real's been blooded.
Everybody from FaZe is here.
Couple of pushes. They're here. Simpedraw's going to get slammed, though. There's going to get
3
team
dead.
kill,
Motherfucker, dude.
All on Cell now. He's on 5 straight. He has been clutch. He has some wild clutches this year, but this one going to be tricky. Bob
It's not happening.
Planted. He is on 5 in a row, so it's one of those questions, do you just want to play your life, or do you want to try to find some picks? He's just going to go for it. And well, he's going to get cut down. Not worried about the Hellstorm. It was all defense to start out back-to-back rounds for both teams.
Protocol, like, surge, man.
Like,
this is ass.
FaZe can be so good, but you're just usually relying on Semper Abizi to at least get one. They get
There's one
nothing.
play.
I mean, the
There's
thing that really
only
gets
one
the
ever
team kill
play.
comes through.
And that's kind of the key, right? I feel like both times we've seen them on this map, a lot of the times it's where Simp clutching on 1v1s or finding multi-kills. He just has not had that success.
It feels like every time we've watched it, like he'll pick the top box or he'll pick the opposite corner. It's like whatever he has been standing at, that's the first check. It just has been. I don't know if that's a prep thing, if that's just a bad luck thing, but wherever his position has been on some of these, like that's been the first check and he's just been slammed.
Everybody here is from Miami. All 4 players go out or towards big door. Well, I think maybe you get this information if you are FaZe, and maybe had to be.
I'm gonna use all of their shit. You know, one's top trips. Do not challenge that with a fucking jackal.
Sep gonna get shut down. No openings for him. Been silenced and search and destroy.
And we're down 2. Motherfucker, what are we doing?
Right, so it's 3 big door. Rentor, he was top mid. So the one guy watching that cross to be was able to find that first blood. So that is massive. And then he buys enough time for his teammates to get in a different position. Super can then help out with the AR to give them this 4-on-2 advantage.
Not going to catch him. Super almost wins it. Super down to 5 HP, but all on Cell now, just trying to get back to full. Only 20 seconds to go. Doesn't have bomb. Some great tags in. Great pre-fire in. Sells a little bit more time. Maybe he makes something happen, but gets a couple of kills. Not really going to matter. That is a big round for Heretics. As you said, Rancor, the one guy not there. His first blood, everything.
That just, yeah, FaZe just not sticking with their sort of A aggression they normally do on offense. If they see some presence here, they've been backing away, trying to wrap maybe towards B or through top mid. The problem, yeah, it's just Rancor. You have to either trade that player or send numbers at it. You just kind of stall out inside of your base.
Yeah, I feel like things don't go that well when they have to wrap it out. Well, when they end up like finding opening on B and getting stuff, sure, but like when they wrap it out, they're like flirting around plat and stuff, taking their time. I don't know. It never seems to go that well for most teams. A huge round now, as Heretics have the one-round edge.
Okay.
Looking to find a little bit of a cushion.
I was about to say,
They have
hold
time
on.
in control.
All right, there we go.
Plant is in for Heretics. Trophies are out. Form for retake. Bar is going to be in as well. Super trying to get some tags in. Here comes the push and slide. Real trying to find the angle. He's going to get
2 dead.
down.
Okay.
Numbers going to go back.
Black Ops 6. 3 dead. Fuck, man. Come on.
And Heretics now a round away from going up 2-0.
And yeah, I mean, you get the first blood, you get the player who's going on the flank.
Luck up
you have a
6-2.
3 versus
Luck up
2.
6.
This man again who finds the double to give them the man advantage. Then he finds the third in the round, and now that's 3 rounds in a row here for Heretics.
Oh, Rancor has been unbelievable through these first 2 maps.
And when's the last time we've seen like FaZe outplayed this often inside of the A bomb site?
No, 100%. Like, Sim specifically is just not having a good
Why do we keep
This
allowing
map in mode, too. Like, not finding the success he's found.
protocol
all year
control?
long. They are shutting him down.
So far, no cheaters from the group? No, no
His stats
cheaters.
have
There's
been
no
unbelievable
cheaters in these
being the
guys.
bomb carrier, but he's just been silenced. Right into
Slide
it.
into each other. Slide into each other.
Zip already out of it. Abizi is gone. They're getting mowed down. It's an awkward engagement there at A, and all the success they have had is just gone. They're pinched in, trapped in, shut down.
Oh my god!
1 versus 1!
And it doesn't matter. It doesn't fucking matter. Son of a fucking bitch.
Takes go up 2-0.
What just happened?
I got no idea.
He must have just threw it down the elevator shaft to all 3 players there. See Real's reaction. Oh boy.
Oh, what are we witnessing? What the hell was that last round? You nailed it. I think they slide into each other. It's just awkward as they go to challenge. Where they have been like synchronized swimmers on that A push. That is not what we saw from FaZe at all. Heretics up. Heretics coming up in the clutch in all these moments. Rancor cementing his Rookie of the Year status. We'll watch it one more time.
Yeah, so they're all down low. It's just a nade. It's a nade from Encore. And yeah, they're all right there.
Yep. Whoa. That could not have landed in their pocket any better. But he's like, don't worry, boys. I got us. Nearly 1,200 damage in the search.
I mean, just
2
look at
first bloods to go with it.
Look at the tiny terrors, man.
Yeah, no. Sip 1 and 7. Like, dude, he's getting just... ever since really... He had a really good start to Major 4, but then like the grand final, he couldn't get anything going in Search against Thieves. Like since then, bro, in Search, he's just been getting fried. I don't know what's happening to him, but it's not good.
And yeah, we've been kind of questioning. I mean, the last time these 2 teams played on this map, it was 6-4 FaZe at the last major, but Miami, they stick with their guns. They keep getting better at this. We have the plan. We just have to execute. And well, that time, able to do it now up 2-0 and FaZe 1 map away from finishing top 6 once again.
Backs against the wall. I mean, I guess the good thing for FaZe is that you got this proto control, but now I'm
Yeah, he jumped on the field.
Maybe it's not. With the way they're playing, with the way Heretics have come out swinging, Heretics seemingly know what they're doing. But the silver lining you have is like your best control.
Your
got your hard point pick coming up, maybe your best hard point. Then you can get to a map 5, which Red Card is a solid one for them as well. But like, you're in an 0-2 hole, maybe looking at back-to-back top 6s at champs. FaZe in trouble. They might be done. We'll see if that's the case. Before the map 3, though, Des, take us through it.
Oh, buddy. Nameless is over here smiling up 2-0 as everyone else went with the safe pick Atlanta FaZe. Miami Heretics are kicking. What happened in that search and destroy, Ant?
I mean, Miami is unbelievable. Some of the play calls, I mean, we're all going through Lighthouse, going down low, instantly trading everybody. FaZe just look uncomfortable. I mean, you saw some of FaZe's offensive pushes trying to go over towards mid-gun. The tiny terrors just getting picked off left and right. Man, Miami came to play today. They're smothering them.
Allie, let's take a look at some of the highlights because Rancor has another 2.0 search and destroy game. He makes sure his teammates do not with that final grenade. But along the way, some big picks, some nice first bloods from the Heretics, and some great doubles from Rancor and crew.
Guy's a perfect flex. I mean, he is terrifying when it comes to bottom computers, especially if he has that SMG in hand, and it's kind of back to Atlanta FaZe down. There were so many times where FaZe was just full sending it mid, just allowing themselves to get picked off for free from the side of Miami Heretics. This is not the Atlanta FaZe that went 12 and 5 on protocol search and destroy.
Honestly, I'd be a little bit embarrassed if I'm Atlanta FaZe in the sense that you're unable to go to B at all. You try to go to P, when you get cut down, try to go to mid gun, you get cut down. And it just like, it puts a bottleneck on the map. It's very easy to defend the A side if you're going to stack it. And the fact that guys like Rancor in the top windows are gunning you down on the cross, like Atlanta FaZe look clueless in a sense on the protocol S&D, at least on the offensive end. And that's going to be a pain point for them all tournament.
All right, now at times I've seen Abizi disappear in search and destroys. He's expected to get those first blood shut down early. Here's the grenade one more time from Rancor. But what happened to Simp here? Because this is back-to-back days that we have not said great things about Simp at halftime.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's just the way that FaZe approached the game. I mean, we talked about their offense on this map, and I think that this is credit to Miami and their coaching staff coming into the
Delta Force?
Hey,
I'll give it a look. I'll give it a look.
We know how Atlanta
When
likes
is
to
it?
play this. If Atlanta are not finding success down low computers, they don't stand a chance on protocol, and they expose them there. So Miami right now, man, they're just doing it all.
Stop going to
Shout to say
protocol.
some teams, once they start to lose, they don't know what to do. They fall apart. Is this another scenario? Well, Rancor and crew believe it might be. So far, they have a winning record against their opponent. We talked to them before the match.
Now you've got FaZe next. You're 2-1 up on them in this season so far, but the last major unfortunately took a loss and took an L. How are you preparing for them today coming into champs?
Like you said, we played against them so many times, and we beat them so many times as well. We're ready to play that match. We are super confident coming to the match, and I think we can beat them. Not easy because it's FaZe and it's champs, and you know it's a very difficult match, but we're ready for it.
Thank you so much, Rancor. Best of luck today.
Thank you.
It won't be easy, and game one was not, but game two looked fully in their control. As we take a look at the remainder of this series, Chance, is there an opportunity for a reverse sweep from our #2 seed, or is this Miami sealing the deal?
There is absolutely the possibility for the reverse sweep. They have a 16-4 record on protocol control. They're the best team on the attack. They're the third best team on defense, and they're able to lock it down entirely. And very strong on rewind. Obviously, I'm very shook for my prediction because the 2-0 lead looks great for Heretics and the way that they're competing, right? Like Rancor starting off super slow on the skyline, bounce back goes on a tear, but I'm still sticking with FaZe.
Allie, one word, give me a player to watch. Who we got?
Player to watch, Rancor. Are you kidding me? He's been unbelievable.
If Miami's going to do it in 3, look no further than the rookies. We send it back over to the legends of casting. It's Merc and Maven.
Oh my
This
God.
one would be shocking. I mean, not in the sense like...
What is after this weekend?
No, okay, maybe that's true. It'd be shocking in the sense like, did I think Heretics would beat this FaZe team? Without question. Honestly, I thought this was a massively tough test for them. It was more, I didn't think it'd be like a 3-0. Especially once I saw the maps. Like, I'm kind of a chance. Once I saw the maps.
Hell yeah, Zoom, hell yeah. It's coming to the console in August, so they'll definitely integrate controllers, so I'll definitely be checking it out in August.
How this match goes is that map
when the
number
controllers
one,
get
because
integrated.
They had the lead. Yeah. Right, you steal your team's, your opponent's map pick. You finally get a close hardpoint win that they've been looking for in some of these bigger series, and that's the other thing. It's like, yes, protocol controls look great, but they still have to win a hardpoint. And Miami yesterday on Rewind hardpoint looked unbelievable.
Yeah, and it was against Breach, and Breach hasn't won a hardpoint, so like you don't know how much stock to put in it, but they did look, looked great.
Yeah.
They did. I mean, they won that by what, 100, 150, whatever it ended up being.
Oh
like,
my
it was
God,
a
I'm
dominant
rooting.
effort. So, yeah, one side, like it looks like a reverse sweep is possible for FaZe because this is solid maps for them the rest of the way. But all the confidence in the world, the Heretics right now.
And how many times, how many records have we brought up this weekend?
That don't matter at all.
Just don't matter.
Yeah, I guess just the month-long break, bro. All the stats up to this point mean jack shit.
Yeah, I mean, again, yeah, like Proto Control, like nobody has challenged them on this, right?
Yep.
FaZe have, you know, that was what we kind of talked about with the maps and vetoes. It was, why are they vetoing Hacienda if you're Miami? Like, Hacienda Control for FaZe has fallen off big time the last month. Like,
I hear you.
Play them on that, but they give them this Proto. Is this what
I'm not second-guessing anything anymore.
No,
from
I
Heretics.
don't know.
Whatever, bro.
I'm on
They're
FaZe.
going to come in 3-0, slam them here, and be like, all right, okay, well, Heretics, we trust you. We love you. Make the run.
You see the last 5. I mean, they've looked at Hacienda in his vault. The most recently, last time they played Protocol was a loss versus LA Thieves. But that was a long time ago. Well, they have control of the series, and they have so much confidence in each other.
They have 1 win on Proto Control in the year, right?
Yeah, they're 1-7 on the year.
Yeah. But I think you heard in that interview with Grego, they played them so much. They've matched up so much in prepping for this event. They knew what to expect. They knew where their advantages were. So far, they're playing behind that. FaZe offense to kick us off. See if they can come out striking, but they've got to slow down Rancor. He is a shooter.
God damn
Excellent
it,
job there
Drawson.
from Metals as well.
Yeah, and on the other side of Tenacel, I feel like he is the one who just controls everything for this FaZe team. And normally he's watching that zip line. And while Real put a little extra love it in, and now you have all 4 players of FaZe coming off his spawn.
I love it, bro. I love it. Shoot bodies. You're up 2-0. Play with confidence. See if Sims double.
Ew.
Just help them get out of
Netflix
spawn.
is gonna ruin that.
Everyone gonna drop outside.
They're gonna
the
make it
super,
hella
so where's
political.
the progress gonna go first? It looks like Sims is kind of pushing up for cuts. Put one body onto A.
all the time.
Tip's timing is absurd, but well, it works out on one side.
God damn it.
Yeah, great job by FaZe of getting out of that trap. One of the reasons why they are the best protocol control team. Just dealing with that, finding the players, and then controlling their spawn. But now it's about working the objective. Abizi was trying to work the A-point. You need your ARs in position.
Yeah, Draws is playing that so wide. He thought there was no chance he was getting chopped in the window, I guess. I don't know. It looked so good as they got out of it, but now they're right back into the trap. Abizi will try and get him out of it, but not looking good for him.
Just not winning
gonna get slammed. All the gunfights going the way of Heretics. They're outslaying him by 8. We only got 30 seconds to go. 5 straight for Metals, and FaZe are in hell to start this off. Cells only got 1 kill. Metals working towards streaks.
3 of them only got 1 kill. It's just Simp right now, who's 5 and 5. Desperation, I think, setting in here for the FaZe side. The pressure is starting to build up. There is a double. Can FaZe do anything with this? Trying to just run to this A-point. One player still in spawn. That's going to be Super. He's going to have the help of Real.
Fights all over the place. Real hit down to 37.
But then they get draws off the point. They get draws off the point.
Got to get on it. 1.5 to go. Nobody going to get there. Heretics. Too good on the defense.
Well, Super is talking trash, yelling across the stage. They know what they just did. They kept them to 1 tick on offense, on protocol.
And I mean, FaZe
on.
They had nothing outside that one time. I guess
they did out.
Simp got 2 to get him out that first time, and they got onto a point, but then they got draws. It was like he was like playing safe behind. He was wide challenge, like playing an off angle, but got picked from the window. Then Abizi tries to
hopefully. I would love to wake up tomorrow at 1K.
And normally, what do we normally see from them, right? Someone getting up in it. Grandma's playing their life, just very controlled. They just had no control of the map right there.
This feels like this month of scrims, one thing's been happening, and they're not seeing that here, and they're all out of swords.
Oh my god, dude.
Or it's just Heretics making them out of swords. But they're already looking to find more progress than FaZe got.
Well, Super's going to be close to a streak here. He's going to be very close. 10-1 start here for Super, trying to find
these guys are rough.
Already a better job on this A-point.
Second tick looming now. Streak in close, but it's going to get shut down. The progress, though, is there. Simp and Cell win some gunfights to maybe slow this down. Last player will be Metals, and he'll be chopped down. So they'll clear it for now and hold, but tick advantage already to Heretics. They still have a minute to work with as well. Abizi looking to find openings. They'll back him up, chase him out. Cell's gonna pop, and well, I guess at least he gets 1. You get a wave of kills again. Super 12 and 2. Right back onto it, looking for the minute extension. Real is pushed down. They don't get pinned in whatsoever. They're doing the slamming. Simp gonna be killed off spawn.
Oh
shut
my
down
god.
Transition is here in 2 minutes to work with, and up a handful of lives.
And Draza has to get involved somehow, finally. Yeah, he was the one player from FaZe that, yeah, he was just kind of stuck in an awkward spot. So he's able to find 1. But you still have a lot of map control. Rencore still going. Simp is there for the trade. But at the pace you are playing right now, this is favoring Miami. They have that life advantage, a minute 30. Pressure on here for FaZe.
One big wave of kills, and you're in a good spot. That might be the wave.
You're gonna have multiple players pushed up.
Bodies on it. First tick starting to work. Real trying to cut down the reinforcements, but that's a big pick from Simp to shut it down. Taking around on the other side will be Draws. Draws just turning some heads, making the fight a little bit easier for Simp on the point. They will deal with Draws though, and Simp. Rancor's going to get a second. Cell going to be the last guy up to try and make a play happen, but he's been sniffed out and dropped. Another chance for progress here for Heretics.
And every time it feels like FaZe is finally starting to do something. They just lose the next set of gunfights. So the Miami attack is still going. 3 dead, 4 lives remaining here for FaZe. About to be 1 round away from elimination.
Heretics just doing it to them. Round is done. Heretics cruising, FaZe getting slammed.
No music yet, still need 1 more round. But it's looking darn good.
This reminds me of like FaZe last year. Yeah. I'm just like, what am I watching? Honestly. Draza here, and Rancor lighting him up. He's had brilliant play over the first 2 maps, chaining it right into the third. Super that was a hot hand early on.
Yeah.
Both.
Yeah.
Those
yeah, they messed up with that.
Dominating here. 0-2 hole in the series, 0-2 hole in the map. FaZe got to pull the reverse if they're going to bring this back, but I just haven't seen, there's no signs of life. They're just getting gunned to sleep.
Yeah.
Gunned to sleep.
Yeah, there's nothing that's really saying they're going to get back into it. So they have the talent to do so, yeah, but it's got to show up.
Will it be too late? It starts though with this offense. Already better than the last time through. We got tick on B. Abisi trying to finesse. Well, can't finesse past the nade, but Simp will trade it out.
Okay.
Nice double though again from Rancor.
Yep.
You got a body over towards A this entire time. You got the 2 ticks at B, so still in a pretty good position. Nice win from Self.
That's what I was gonna say.
Here we
so
go.
Yeah, you were working both points. This seems to be a more standard offense, but there's gonna be that 3 dead. You knew where Cell was earlier, so you have a good idea, but he does find 1. Then just buying time. A great job from MC.
Oh, great life out of him. All his teammates drop. He's been up this entire time. Looking to get
Damn.
Rancor again with a multi. Shots into draws as well. A minute to work with. All the pressure on FaZe right now.
Son of a bitch,
Real
man.
with the strafe, Real with
Son
the
of a
win. The other
bitch,
side, the
man.
Getting it done. Staggered right now is FaZe. And second by second, the pressure is building. All are going to drop. All are off of spawn. And into the blender they go. This is the moment.
Abisi trying to do what he can. He is out. He's getting chased though. He does get into a spot maybe to help his teammates. Here's the reload from Super. They're able to find 3 dead. The last player's in Real top middle. Now just how quick are the trades from FaZe?
2 ticks on B. Second tick. Trying to get it here. On A. There's the second tick. The big gunfight's not going to go down. Can Cell walk away with a brilliant multi again? Abisi's going to help him, so he's not going to need to. Cell hit down to 30 HP. Abisi going to get dropped as well. It's another multi-kill from Rancor. He's been the untradeable. As he gets another, Sip is going to drop. Everybody off the spawn. 10 seconds to go. 7 lives remaining. Heretics holding the line.
The Metal's just trying to do what he can. And they know only 6 lives. You can give this up if you have to. Just try to win the gunfights. Trade effectively. Rancor, he's just going to back up, play his life. 9 versus 5. He gets into a great spot. Massive 1v1 on the other side of the map. Going down. Sim's going to win it. The rest of FaZe, they're starting to get pushed on up. Metals finds 1. 8 versus 4 here. Miami trying to send him home.
Celium is out of it. No response to go. 3 versus 7. All the favorite of Heretics to close this out. It's all on Sip. Last one up, and he is gone. Heretics, send him home. In a weekend that has made just about 0 logical sense from a result standpoint, the wild results continue. 3-0 for Heretics. They square up on Proto Control. We had question marks in our brains, but they knew what they were doing. Unbelievable win. And that's back-to-back top 6s for FaZe. I mean, it's a weird year for them. You win 2 events, but it's like the first 2 majors, and then that's a weird year.
Yeah, and really the second half of the year, you can just never find. Listen, the map pool didn't help them with all the changes whatsoever.
Sure.
But the fact is you have to be able to adjust. But those clutch hardpoint wins, they didn't happen the second half of the year.
No,
that's really it.
Yeah.
I mean, even in this map number 1, I think at least you would go to a rewind if you lose the next 2, but teams got better and better in Search and Destroy. You couldn't always lock up a map number 2. Happened here again, but let's just be honest. I mean, Miami Heretics destroyed them after map 1.
Rancor had a series, 26-12 there. Led the way in the clutch and the hard point. Had some clutches in the Search and Destroy. He was just multi-kill after multi-kill. When it was desperately needed, hell, when it was just the icing on top, the guy was always walking away with a big play. He is a true shooter, a guy that is going to have a long and incredible career. just fried them.
No, I mean, listen, like, this team changed with the addition of Super and Rancor, right? And I think you saw, after they were talking trash, sort of Rancor just gives Super a hug, like, just realizes what he's done to this squad.
Yeah.
They have played with a discipline, fundamentals that are such a high level. Another top 4 here for Miami.
Another top 4. I think what surprises me for FaZe is just the fashion that it all goes down. Like, this is a team that you talk over the last 6 years, like, they just don't really get 3-0'd very often because they have a good map pool. They're good across all modes. They rarely ever get 3-0'd. The fact that 2 of your 3 series, you just get 3-0'd out of this is just, whew, that's unbelievable. What a result for Heretics. They move on. They continue to fight. Might be a long day in store for them. We've got Super on the main stage.
Call of Duty fans, make some noise for the Miami Heretics as they move on in this tournament. I got Super with me on the main stage. And Super, you guys send Atlanta FaZe home in a 3-0 fashion, and it looked easy up here on the main stage. How does it feel getting that win?
It feels amazing, especially after losing yesterday. It was a tough loss for us, but yeah, we managed to win today. We're gonna keep fighting today.
Now, after the way you guys lost yesterday, it was a Game 5, a close series there against Boston. What did you guys want to work on coming to the series, knowing that you had to play up against this FaZe squad that you know so well?
I think we focus on especially S&D strats and also playing control as we were playing this month in the practice, because we know how to play control, but we didn't play that good yesterday.
Okay. Now, coming in here, you know, the atmosphere, okay, being in champs, okay, playing in front of this crowd, you was out here playing like you had a chip on your shoulder, like you wanted to prove something, okay? Did you?
I have nothing to prove. I think we just have to prove like we are a really good team and we deserve to be up there. And yeah, the crowd feels amazing. It's a different aura.
It is a different aura. Do you guys like them, Ontario? I think the crowd is in your hands, Super. Anything you want to say to them before I let you go?
Yeah, I want to say thank you everyone for the support. It feels amazing. Every single round of D&D, every single kill. We feel you and we appreciate you.
One more time, everybody, for the Miami Heretics. That does it for me and Super on the stage. Chris, take it away.
What a ridiculous weekend as the results continue to surprise us here on the desk. There's one man who has been on a heater. He won $1,000 on blackjack before we got here. And over the last 2 days, he's been nothing but right. Nameless, you saw it coming again. Miami Heretics beating Atlanta FaZe. How'd you do it?
Yeah, I mean, just looking at like their prior matchups, I mean, you think back to the Major 3 where they're able to knock them out of the tournament. Miami just plays the style of Call of Duty that's hard to deal with. We get the map set coming out. I'm like, they must be exceptionally confident. And just speaking with Method Stick, their coach, you know, they meditate before every series. They have great camaraderie, as you see on the stage, every single match. And, you know, the Search and Destroy has been world class. You look back at the match yesterday versus Boston, they could have won that Game 5, playing excellent Call of Duty on that protocol. Today, bringing out some new strats. Miami, they're on top of the world.
Some organizations are ran by the players. I feel like the Heretics are built the right way.
Yeah,
Their management are
God
fully in control of these rookies, and they are prospering. Let's take a look here at the results, because you just handed Simp and crew, what, a 0.5 KD?
Yeah, and listen, in my mind, this is the end of their reign of terror. This is the first year Atlanta FaZe has not been #1 in the CDL point standings, and to get blown out like this, 3-0 not once but twice in this tournament, they fell short at last year's champs, and champs is like what defines your legacy. For guys like Simp, for guys like Ibiza, for guys like Cell, this is everything. And to get throttled like this, to have Real shooting your body right after jump, and you can't come back, they've lost their aura. They are no longer the top dogs, and it's not even close.
And I mean, just to really give props to the side of Miami, like heading into this, we're not only 1-7 in protocol control, right? So like that's why all of us are like, what in the world are y'all thinking? Going up against Atlanta FaZe, who's 16-4 in it on this season, is their most picked control. Miami banned it 60% of the times in series. So in those 3 weeks, they must have really honed in on expanding their map pool, which is pivotal when it comes to champs, because should they get to that best of 9, you're gonna have to play essentially almost every map, and that control is going to be everything.
Yeah, you know, I look at like last year's champs for Atlanta, and I'm like, kind of a fluke. You go into EWC, you win it. Now this happens, it really does hurt the legacy a little bit to what Chance is talking about. Now, this is back-to-back champs where you bow out top 6, where you get favorable maps headed into the series. And you can see this Miami team, man, just confident. There wasn't a moment after that map 1 where it looked like they were going to lose this.
Atlanta FaZe looking shook as now we have our number 1 and number 2 seed, the only tournament champions of the regular season out of the event. Number 5, Miami Heretics are powering forward. They're officially into our top 4.
Yeah, and they're looking incredible. Like, again, for the Atlanta FaZe, where we're used to those guys being the trendsetters, Miami apparently have that in the bag. Their control looks crazy. That protocol was clinically absurd. And you just had a guy like Rancor, 26-12. Like, that was feet up, easy coasting through Atlanta FaZe. Maybe they could be the front runners through the losers bracket.
Why were they not playing protocol
That's
control?
crazy.
Why
That's
were
crazy.
they not playing, like, rewind hardpoint?
They saved it for this moment.
They have a bag. Miami has a bag. It's going to be scary.
It's time to take a look at the start of a ridiculous 3-0 that started our day. It goes to the hard point where FaZe was leading by 80 points in the middle of this game. Instead, at the very end, Heretics completing it, catching FaZe off guard and setting the tone for the rest of the 3-game sweep.
This is one of the best holds I've seen of this hill, and it all starts off again, Metals. He finds 3. We talked about it yesterday. When Metals is playing well, Miami Heretics is almost impossible to beat. He finds 5 members of Atlanta FaZe on their side, and he can keep pushing out because Super is so far back watching this flank, and then obviously playing his life in Hill Real. I mean, just such an impossible kill sometimes there.
Yeah, and FaZe are in hell in this situation. You see number 7 in minimap, that's Simp. He didn't know what he wanted to do, right? The spawns are volleying. They were just spawning bottom bed. Now you're back at piano. He should have wide flanked right here to at least like divert a little bit of attention, but they end up getting in, but it's just not enough because you see how close Miami's spawning, and now FaZe are thinking like, oh, they win on this, so we have to invest all of our resources towards Old, and Miami able to close it out with a thunderous map 1, which probably caused the momentum you saw in game 2 and 3.
And it's so tough in these situations because you're used to Simp and Abizi thriving in these last 20 seconds of hard points like this, and that's what's so scary about Miami Heretics is they love chaos. They love the high-octane engagements, and you give them situations like that, they're going to thrive.
The all-Spanish squad, Miami Heretics, are moving into your top 4, and we still have a number of teams left in our bracket. Let's take a look at it right now, because in the winners, it's just Boston, Breach, and Optic Texas. In the elimination bracket, there are now 3 teams. Nameless, we've got another eliminator coming up. How you feel about this bracket shaping up?
I mean, when we were rehearsing earlier this morning, I said this could be the most memorable champs of all time. It's shaping up that way, honestly. Like, these have been some unforgettable upsets and swift, like 3-0s. Who knows what can happen, Chris?
Vancouver versus Toronto, the Canadian clash coming up next. Chance, before we close out on this match, Miami Heretics, MVP honor so far. Who is in the discussion?
The gut check is definitely going to be Rancor. I feel like the top dog. Rookie of the year, he's been incredible, but it is across the board, though. Every single one of these players has turned up, so I don't even know if this is a team that cares about the MVP title. They want the trophy.
I'm going to go with the coach, bro.
I think that bracket is ready for us now. Let's take a look at it when it is, because we have just one more match to go before moving to that Optic versus Boston battle. It will be the fight between Vancouver Surge and Toronto Ultra. The Canadian clash kicks off when we return live from Ontario.
The Scuffed Call of Duty collection is $30 off this weekend only. Visit scuff.co/CDL to upgrade your game with a Scuff, the official controller of the Call of Duty League.
The Call of Duty League is brought to you by Monster Energy, the official energy drink of the CDL.
The Esports World Cup is an official partner of the Call of Duty League.
Like a cannon. Blast like a cannon.
Why is it an armadillo? You know, COD, it'd probably work better for your little fucking bundle packs if you gave the characters like a little bit of a story. Introduce them a little bit, you know? What the fuck is this?
Holy shit, go! You are dog shit! Your dog!
Oh my fucking
That's good, Fred. He's low. He's low.
I'm 245. Oh, sorry. Kleenex gonna get caught off guard, or is he? He gets one. That's a decent one-for-one trade. Insight, right back over, looking for a little bit of help from Scrap. 2v3, selling the cross, dealt with by Scrap. Sip also seen on the cross. 22 seconds. Draza trying to work this with Scrap able to turn this down to a 2v1. Just down to Sip. Not gonna happen. Shut your mouth. Toronto in the grand finals here at home.
I'm up here on the concourse at Champs, and I found my way to the Scuff booth. If you guys want to get your hands on a brand new controller, maybe support some of your favorite teams or creators, you can go and purchase a brand new Scuff right here at Champs. Now, maybe you're getting a little bit tired of the action that's happening on the main stage, or maybe your team has been knocked out already. You can go and 2v2 the homies while you're waiting for things to get started in the main arena. Make sure you grab your brand new Scuff controller here and go test it out on the 2v2 station. That's it from me. I'll see you guys back on the main stage.
And we are back live, day 3 in Canada. This is the Call of Duty Black Ops 6 Championship Weekend, and we are narrowing down our 8 teams to just 4 after this matchup. Vancouver Surge taking on Toronto Ultra in our Canadian Clash. Let's start with the Surge squad, who really has showcased a ton of talent, but also disappointing events, bookended by 9th place finishes. They also went to 2 championship matches. Let's talk about the good.
What a crazy, crazy time they've had here. They finally got their lick back against the LA Thieves. They knocked them out of the tournament. I mean, the perfect time to do it. It's an exciting thing to see, man. I mean, this is a team on paper that's so brilliant. They've got all the makings of a championship caliber squad.
Do something productive, baby.
Miles
That'd be
Ross,
cool,
locked
right?
and loaded for this one. We have Ali and Nameless on the desk as we take a look at Vancouver's surge. Is Neptune the guy? He was the one chirping
Vancouver.
after beating Hydra in the 1v1 and the 3-0.
Absolutely, Neptune's the guy. I mean, you put him into this roster and suddenly they start beating some of the top 4 teams. The scariest thing right now is they're one of the few teams left with a really deep bag when it comes to a map pool. Like, obviously, they didn't have the best performance on day number 1, but when you look at it across the board, Search and Destroy is everything. And Toronto Ultras may be working with like 1 or 2 maps in that game mode right now, where Vancouver, that gives them a lot of leeway when it comes to these vetoes.
Yeah, I mean, both the teams kind of been struggling in that game mode. Vancouver so far in this tournament looks like they've had some improvements there. And you ask about Neptune, yes, Chris, he loves this matchup. He has fried Toronto. I'm talking 1.3 across the board when he plays up against him. So look to him to have a massive impact here.
Does 04 keep running the aims? Do we see a third AR on the map in this series?
I mean, that's been such a dynamic change for them, right? I mean, you saw him pulling it out, especially on the vault control, a game mode that they have been struggling on, sort of like allowing them to slow down the game, play their life.
Fuck it, Lena.
So well. So I think we see that whipped out again today, which I believe we're going to vault again for game 3.
Vancouver Surge, a top 4 seed. They come in at number 4. Their opponent, though, one better at number 3. Toronto, with Mercules, were able to make a run with the fill-in. Then they do it at Major 4 again. The squad is always dangerous to make a top 3 run, but they haven't really wowed us so far in this event. Allie, how do they get back to their winning ways?
They need to start winning Search and Destroys again. They're still very strong when it comes to the hardpoint and control. They're a good respawn team, which is why they're still in the top 4 conversation, but the S&D is going to be everything. They're on a 4-loss spree in S&D, and they've played all over the place. Rewind, Dealership, Hacienda. There is not a whole lot in their bag, and that makes me look at Joe once again. When they were finding success, it was because he was having to drop double digits. We need to see more out of the core duo.
He has not been good in Search, though, since the start of Stage 4. Like, he has been struggling.
Yeah.
Can they get a first blood? They're literally dead last in first blood. Something that they were great at early on. Like, slow it down or something. Toronto have been lost in that game mode. It's honestly shocking from a team of these players who we thought would be Search specialists throughout the entire year.
As we take a look at our maps and modes, reminder, Vancouver players, this is just their 2nd ever champs. If you are Insight and Kleenex, you started with solid runs at first 2 champs. Now, you may not be playing together if you don't get this dub. Let's get it done in 3. You don't want to go far in this series. Can Toronto pull it off with 2 vaults in the mix?
I mean, they get the Protocol Search and Destroy. It's going to be their best one, 10-5, so I don't hate it. Both these teams suck at retaking right now, so I think it's going to depend a lot on the SMGs and the early engagements of who can get that opening duel. As Ant said, Toronto's got to focus those opening engagements.
Okay, Beans hasn't had the best tournament. Insight got shut down last night. The whole team got shut down by Optic Texas. So let's hyper-focus in on 2 players. Joe Deceives, you mentioned, not the same star that we had in Search and Destroy at the start of the year. He's one of my guys to watch in this matchup. How could he play his best here in front of the Canadian audience?
I mean, well, you know, we saw, from Toronto, like Joe is still having some good performances in the respawn. It's really the Search and Destroy. Once again, like him and Kleenex have to have a better dynamic, like taking space on the map. When you look at that series, though, like you'd be hard-pressed to say it's on Joe. It was on the ARs, Miles. Like when we were in the green room talking about Beans and Insight, they had a terrible series yesterday versus Optic.
It's tough. KD's really low damage output as well. I mean, these are things that are certainly hurting them. I also want to put a bit of a focus on Kleenex as well. I think he's having to do too much. I think he's having to try to find intel. He's trying to find all kills. He's trying to get all trades. He can't do it all alone. This is where I want to see a tiny bit more cohesion between he and Joe. I think that's going to make a big difference.
Chance brought up a good point earlier. Like, if they lose this
Still on fucking COD?
Kleenex and Insight.
I am still on COD.
Like, you really need to
He's
have
on a dark run today, man.
Yeah,
he's not wrong though. It's an important time in their careers, and maybe something you're going to make a split.
I hadn't thought about that, but yeah, this very well could be.
I didn't realize I was still on Call of Duty.
Home. 3 of our top 4 will be knocked out after this matchup. It's time to lock in our Scuff Pick'ems. And Neptune has had Toronto's number.
Yes, he has.
He has.
04 has been on
Vancouver.
fire. Nasty is playing confident, and Abuza may be the hungriest of the 4. I'm going Vancouver Surge in 4.
Okay. Okay. I hear you. I hear you. I think, look, you're not wrong, Chris. All this is objectively true. I do believe that there is one chance and one chance left alone for Toronto Ultra to wow us here in Champs. They are the hosts. They have the makings of a great team. They've got to pull something out, and this is their last chance to do so. I'm going Ultra.
Bouncing back.
You had me nervous for a second. I thought you were about to pull a very heartbreaking finish there. I do love this Toronto Ultra team. I have to echo that. It just hasn't been clicking for them. And Vancouver Surge, the way they played versus LA Thieves, they're looking unbelievable. I have to go Surge in this one.
And 100%, I'm going Vancouver Surge. Toronto looked like the worst team left in this tournament. They're going to have to do something special to win this.
Toronto fans, make some noise and get behind your team because we're about to send one more squad home. Blaze, it's your show.
Thank you so much. And now, everybody, it's time to figure out who truly is the best team in Canada this season. It's going to be a chiller on the main stage. One of these squads have to go home. And I'm going to need everybody in here to blow the roof off the odd because coming out is going to be the home team. Get ready.
I'm a champion around these parts. I don't even need to see what other youths are like. Put my life on the line, I ain't losing mine. You better recognize this is where the best is. You don't believe me? Come and test this. I could never back down. How you claiming the king with no crown? Nah, I don't like how that sounds. You better back up and back up right now. Standing tall, no one can rival. In the game of the champ, survival. Won't move an inch. I'm undeniable. And by the end, they'll know the name. From the block to the
There we
top
go.
of the game. Standing tall, no one can rival. What do they know about survival? Standing tall, no one can rival. Won't move an inch. I hold the title. These streets are mine. I'm undeniable. And by the end, they'll know the name. From the block to the top of the game. Standing tall, no one can rival. What do they know about survival?
Get loud, Ontario, for the Toronto Ultra! Bees, Joe Deceives, Insight, and Kleenex. All season long, they've been prepared for this moment to play at home, to play in front of these fans,
Oh.
to blow the roof off this stadium.
It's going to be Vancouver.
Canada. One more time, everybody, make some noise for the home team, the Toronto Ultra.
I have been harsh on this team, but it's because I have high expectations. They have proved me wrong so many times before. This is a star-studded lineup, and they have an opportunity here in front of a home crowd to continue at COD Champs.
They do, but it's another team in Canada who wants the hearts of these fans as well. Get ready, everybody, because here comes the team from the Canadian West Coast.
Terrifying individuals.
Here comes the storm. Show some love to the Vancouver Surge. Neptune, Nasty, Abuza, and 04. The storm is back to the main stage, and it does not matter who is in their way. Ready to drown out their opponents and take over the tournament. The Vancouver Surge are ready to go.
Oh, the Baby Blues
This is
today.
a top 4 team over this season. DreamHack did not go the way they wanted to, but this is a squad that was putting all the top teams to the test. And of course, in this matchup, they win it 4-1 in the last 5 times they've had to go up against Toronto Ultra. These boys are feeling good, guys.
They are feeling good, Allie, and I am ready to get this one going. But help me out. You guys have been awesome today. You ready to get this series popping off? Shift study, stay warm. It's going to be a chiller.
Oh, wouldn't you know it there, bud? All you Canucks up here in Ontario, we got ourselves another Canadian Classic at the Great White North. A little kerfuffle for you here, stud.
You got it, bro. I can't give you that, man. I'm just excited for the damn matchup. The Canadian Classic, Vancouver on one end, feeling so damn good with the way that they were able to take
Let a
down
curve
LG.
seeker change
The
a cutter.
opposite side for Ultra. You don't want to remember yesterday with what you did versus Optic. So hopefully today's just a clean sweep.
Gotta have to have, I think, just another level of that extra bit of definitive action to let us know that you guys can hang with what we're seeing so far. Because what we just saw to Miami, whoa, wouldn't want to play those guys. They're looking ice cold. On the other side of things, though, Optic playing some of their best COD. Boston in a position to really surprise the Call of Duty world, period. So for these two squads, I think Nameless is right talking about how Toronto is just not looking as polished as we had seen them in the past, whereas Vancouver is looking really hot after they initially fell.
It's because when Toronto were looking polished, they were good at search and destroy. They were also great at their hard point, which in the beginning of the year was their struggle for them. But as of recent, everything has just been hurting them. They used to be the best SMD team in the game.
It's going to be Vancouver.
Attempts, they're 3-9. You're not going to win versus
Brendan Donovan.
when you're having that kind of performance. It's supposed to be your best game mode, and in hard points around 50-50, you're going up against this Vancouver squad who have always banked on this one.
And both of the hard points that are in this pool have been flawless for Vancouver in this head-to-head match. They've not dropped a single map versus them.
Way to go, Donovan.
So it does
I got the Cardinal game pulled up to the side.
Come out really red hot. Put us all on notice. Get this crowd warmed up a touch, because otherwise, this Vancouver team, which has not really faltered at all, they have added Neptune to the roster in this tilt. Yeah, you got to be feeling like they're on a path to continue.
Perfect game, no hitter, and shutout all over on one pitch.
Canadian clash. It's going to be what you expect. So, Jesus Murphy, we got ourselves a full tilt here. Grab yourself a Timmy's or a Mickey, a Hoser. It's Vancouver versus Toronto in the Canadian clash. Let's get it on.
Let's get it on, ladies and gentlemen. If you are Surge, you are so happy to be spawning in on the vault for map number 1. We know how dominant they have been ever since the addition of Neptune, but already in the kill feed, Kleenex and Joe Disease, the SMGs for Ultra coming out swinging.
Beans running an SMG.
Another SMG just to kind of get that tempo forward, push Vancouver out, and they will split the spawns just a touch here on the side of Surge. Other fight on the backside, Neptune shut down. 0-4 looking.
Dude, if Ultra plays the way that Ultra can play, they could fucking be something nasty.
Love that initial play call right there from Ultra. We win a majority of the gunfights. Let's soak up some time, but let's not try to overextend. Let's play for that next wave. Then try to flip these spawns, but Surge this time respond with a couple kills on their side. You're going to go for a 3v2 on the split. You have Nasty trying to hold it down, but now he's the only one here.
Big elimination from
They have what, 25 plus seconds? You get 20 seconds on P1, that's great.
The backside of P2 not going to happen. Ultra looking good around the back of the hard point, but can they win the gunfights up front? And so far, yes, they can. Both Surge members will drop, and only a single point has been tallied so far for Vancouver.
Joe Disease is already getting.
Joe Disease has to pop off for Toronto.
He was just being a nuisance, creating an extra layer for his teammates to be uncontested at this P2. Now if you're Vancouver, how are you going to set up the break? You take the long route, you find the opening kill. You're going to spawn at least 2 players closer to the hard point, but you still got to get in.
Not able to finish off on the Joe Deceives. Couple of members will still spawn backside P2. Bean's going to be working alongside inside at least momentarily.
You got to stay down. I'd rather stay down and get like 3 extra seconds.
The scrap time of 20 seconds.
Yeah, so 20 seconds to walk away with.
You stand up with an SMG, like last one alive, you're dead. You stand up last one alive in P2, you're fucking dead.
Keeping yourself in the mix. You're trying to battle off the rotation, but inside.
Lane Thomas playing center field
already lines up a double
for Cleveland tonight.
Uncontested. If you are Ultra at the new
yeah, Libertor's pitch, it makes sense.
Getting early time from Joe Deceives already in the hard point. Good win, though, for Vancouver. Put some pressure down through mid in the old P1. Abusa, Neptune, first 2 kills going to be tallied their direction as Beans just has to hold over towards Art. Toronto still spawning favorably. Vancouver now in the time, looking to get this next wave of kills their way.
Once 04 and Nasty get going, I think this game's going to really switch up.
On this hard point. In the final 10 to 15 seconds, they get the kills and hit the routes to put these spawns out. And already Neptune right here making a big time play, is only able to take down 1, but that's good enough for his teammates to still be uncontested all the time.
Good shots from Beans. Beans back with the AR in hand.
But extra time for Vancouver digging into what was about a 50-point deficit to start. 0-4, AR in hand, trying to get the work done from inside the hard point, but tagged up down to a single bullet worth of health, trying to get the regen, shots towards.
Oh my God.
Beans once again through the mid, able to follow up, and that's going to be enough for
Beans with an SMG again? He must have picked one up.
No, that is perfection. Insight does not drop from top bar. He is holding down the long distance lanes. You got the P4 side, and you can potentially.
Abusa needs to play 500.
With Ultra.
Yeah, watch front go 2 for 2 gold. Blind really weak gold. They're hitting the back. They're playing to the back.
Absolute Joe. Just get back. See back door. Come on. Smoke close. Come in. Nimbus absolute back.
What? I don't understand that. Why get off? Like, why not? You know their back door. Position yourself for that. I don't like that. Like, force them in. Or if it's like, hey, get off, live, and then we'll join you here in like 3 seconds. You know? Got the Cardinal game pulled up on the side, so I'm watching that too. 10-point game, first rotation. Ultra had like a 50-point lead. Ooh. Joe Deceives has to be a playmaker for this team. Good shot. Jump up.
Yo, one's already out new. Yo, catch up there. Yo, one out of bombs, Yeah, really weak. One's probably left as well. The rest of them out of bombs, by the way.
Give me deep oil, you guys.
Picture.
One out.
They want oil. Back push, back push, yeah. Give it a sec.
I'm in here. Get back forward. One shot, dude. He went in front new.
I shouldn't have done that. Now you lost spawns. Who's at 4? Neptune's pitching. Hey, pinch. Vancouver's in the lead, man. I was saying, I think Vancouver's gonna win it.
Start for Ultra, but the breakthrough P4, and now the follow-up from Abusa, staying alive inside of P2 has Vancouver.
04 and Nasty aren't doing anything.
Play right there, the 2v4 scenario for Vancouver.
Yeah, you're gone.
That P2 pops. You're simply outnumbered, but the heads-up play for no one to hop the objective. Let them fill that time, get that first kill, and then play the bait and switch for your teammates to get back into the play. Allow Vancouver.
Oh my!
Insight. Insight is beaming. Again on 2 in a row. You just don't have the side of the map that you want, so you need to find more.
And this is the Jamie Craven that Ultra fans want to see show up.
What a spot.
117, headed over to the most heated hard point in Black Ops 6. P3. Who's going to be able to get any time at all as we start to battle over towards the left side of the map? Neptune stopping the play in front of him. Neptune gets
4 dead.
From front side bomb. 04 keeps him alive from the trade, and a key 1v1 backside art potentially to come through.
He's been causing Ultra so many nightmares ever since he's entered the Surge lineup. And he has a massive play there to control the right side of the map, but at the wrong time, everyone is going to fall. Final 15 seconds. Ultra
Nasty and 04 need to step up their game.
And they're not just looking, they're on the hunt. The man prowls on.
See, here's the thing, like, Vancouver's in the lead, and you have 04, Nasty, and Abusa, like, all not playing well. It's all Neptune right now.
He's got help on the way. 04 trying to play through Art. Great shots from Neptune. Ultra trying to play recovery. Hard point open, but no one's in. 129, 124, and a battle for spawns about to ensue.
And Neptune's just trying to hold, waiting for the teammates to get closer into the play. Finally, Abusa opens up with the first kill. You get the trades around the back end, you instantly spawn them out. And Vancouver have an opportunity again to dominate.
God damn it, Arenado.
And if you're Ultra, you need to find a break and find it quick.
Big swing moment in this map right here potentially for Vancouver. Insight dropping on rotation, but has Joe Deceive snuck around. Nade comes out. What timing is that for Nasty?
Oh my god.
Holy cow. 150, 126.
Vancouver's just the better team. They went from one of the worst teams to one of the best teams.
We swap a go. Open. I'm trying mid door. Yeah. Count me, I think. Center P2 shirt. I'm jumping.
We're dead. Push 5. Beans. Oh, you gotta... Beans, you got lucky there. That is a good game so far. This is a really good game so far. Brother, that is... Nasty's Canadian as fuck. Play kills, please. Do this, please. Dude, Nasty, why are you being so fucking polite?
Big bounce back for Ultra over the 200-point mark. About a 20-point game. Heading back into P3. Currently, Ultra in the favorable position over the top of Art, but Vancouver are stacked up on B Street.
They're stacked up over towards B Street. You're trying to find the kills to enter your...
Oh, man, Abuza. I thought, oh.
Joe deceives, lines up a double through double door. 04 knows I cannot allow him to soak up this time for free. Gotta push on up, allow my teammates to fill behind me. You're trying to get to that 190-point mark, but you need to flip the spawn.
Big 1v1 here.
Oh my god.
Weakened up by the initial gunfight, finds himself a double-double. And now he's got an opportunity to back on up. It's 215 to 190. Vancouver playing from the back foot.
Need to find an opening. Pressure going to be through the middle of the map. It looks like 04 got really good timing, at least for the first kill. Make it a double, and this is where it gets scary, because now they're going to start to get aggressive.
Oh, fuck me.
Spawning on the opposite side of the map.
Double agent, though. You've got Joe Deceased behind the play. Able to find the first. Can he find more? No. 04 up top.
I don't know why we're jumping up. You know they're going top art. You watch them go in there.
Yeah, Insight clears out the front. Vancouver trying to play around the back. What happens with the spawns here? It is Toronto inside the hard point. That means that Abuza will not spawn close. It's just down to who wins the gunfights here in the back door.
Oh, and Vancouver are going to have the numbers. The pressure from the side door is going to force all of Ultra to look in so many different angles. But free hole from the top side of the
Beans. Oh.
Stalls out the time. You only need 15 more seconds if you're Ultra.
Here comes the Cadesto. Nasty for the opener. Kleenex, good shots for first, but pinstripe kill feed. Vancouver in control for now, and they will clear out the front doors. 30 seconds to fight. What decision does Ultra want to make? Do you want to play for exits? Do you want to just try to rotate to one? Or can you set
No,
sort of a break to
dude, you have to like get in here and break up this time. 2 dead. 3 dead. You gotta set up for new now. You gotta set up for new. Catch him on the exit.
Basically going to be tied as we head back over to P1.
04 though gets shut down on the pinch. There will be no quick transition here for Vancouver.
Cat dead. Oh my god.
From the front. And hold on a second. Ultra aren't actually in the hard point.
Oh my god.
04 off the top rope. Nice shots
Beans.
Can't quite find the kill.
Oh, that's 3 dead. Oh, that's 4 dead. Oh my fucking god.
You're going to use the Hellstorm. You got to try to find a kill, at least force it into different position. But Neptune knows I got to be aggressive towards Cat. He at least finds one. Final push here for Ultra.
Insight for 2. Nasty trying to cut this off. 245, 234. Ultra cannot get
That's game.
One more player with Jonas Eves.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Told you, Vancouver. Told you.
But every single time Surge and Ultra play an opening vault HP.
Good shit. How did everyone finish up?
Last time it was a 1-point game, a chase or a race over towards the P2 spawn. But this time Surge always bank on what's been working for them the entire season. That P4 HP is just so dominant. They time their kills super.
I'm sorry, Call of Duty, what's happening?
And give us the advantage with the gunfights off towards new. And even though that game was tremendously hectic from start to finish.
Oh my god, you got Jose Ramirez.
There from start to take map 1.
And just go figure. You got that moment from Joe DeCeves jumping in, finding 2. Nearly opens
Neptune
up the
04.
once again.
Dude, Neptune was the only one. It's just
quite
when they got
connect it.
just when they got time.
We're gonna go back and rewatch
3
that
people
one again.
over a minute of hill time.
Holy. Let's take a look back at it. Because initially you're looking at this fight for P4. This is the moment of pause. This is where it's like, okay, no more action for
Rain in the next few hours.
For a bit of a break doesn't happen, but then Kleenex gets 2. Insight's gonna follow up for a double of his own here in a minute, and you're thinking, hold on a second, Ultra in a good spot.
Yeah, and this is where it all changes though. With the Blues are finding 2 of his own, he allows at least one player from Ultra to spawn behind them, so you give your teammates the numbers advantage to flood their way through the map. One player spawns out, 04 is gonna take care of him. We have the hard block on the P2 side, so all your focus is gonna be towards Lion. One more wave of kills with Neptune creating an extra layer is all you need.
Yeah, that little bit of extra space is big, but there's the double from Insight. And at this moment, you're starting to think, oh, Ultra have the numbers. They've got an off spawn for a pinch, but it's that little push up from Nasty. Clears the front door. He finds himself a second. You get the 1v1.
Carlos Santana.
Electric SMGs, both of our players to watch before the series start, and Ultra can get back to the front door, but cannot touch to continue on. And now Neptune is fired up. What an absolute stunner in map number 1. If that tells you how this tournament is gone.
Oh God, excuse me.
You just never know what's gonna happen out of COD Champs, man. If you even think about the end of that P4, Bees pops that 2-piece from topside window, they probably stand a better chance of closing out the game there, but just simply getting outnumbered, Surge plays to their advantages. The team always makes the dream work. When you take a look at the game flow, it was anyone's game to the final moments. But Surge are able to ice up, take the map number 1. And now, going into a protocol search and destroy, this is the most important map for me, without question, for both of these teams, because they have both been struggling in S&D.
That's very true. In the head-to-head matchup, though, Ultra do hold.
Vancouver is the better S&D team.
Head-to-head map count between them in the search and destroys. Protocol has not been like a common place that they've squared up, though. It's been here a couple of times in this particular matchup. And again, that number still favors that of Toronto, but it doesn't feel like numbers make much of a difference in this tournament. We've got number 1 seeds out. We've got the number 7 seed, number 8 seed in the winner's final. Ignore all that. Let's just see kind of what the recency bias is, because both teams have had, I think, some major vulnerabilities, as you point to, in the search and destroy.
Oh, yeah. You got 2 and 8 in the last 10 for Surge, 3 and 9 in the last 12 for Toronto. This was the game mode that was the backbone for them, for their success early on into the year. But like the Des touched on it, they just can't find first bloods.
Yeah.
And if you're not going to be able to do that versus Surge, who love to play protocol because you know what 04 is capable of. He consistently loves to run through top mid. They majority of the time also like to play for that B site. So if you are Ultra thinking, all right, we're going to shut down the bottom aggressive play in towards A, but then are not in full rotation, or at least fully set up off the rotation to contest that B site, that is when Vancouver are going to give you your most problems. But that first flood is going to be the biggest thing on this map too.
Deep breaths there, friends. We have a long series potentially in front of us here. And yes, we want to talk about one of the guys that has been a staple up here in Toronto. It's been Insight. Problem is, he has not shown up in Search and Destroy yet. No first blood wins. To be fair, he's not the one taking a lot of them, but still, when he's had the chance to, he's not converted, and the KD has not been great. So we want to talk about somebody who could show up and really turn the tides here. How about no other than Insight? Here we go. Toronto on the opening offense. Let's get the protocol search underway.
Yeah, they're going to try to set the tone early on. Not going to be the aggressors to work it towards A. Vancouver already gained early information. They're just going to take their time and look at 04. Not wasting any time. He's going to almost strike for the first blood, but Kleenex makes him pay for it.
That provides a little bit of space to work with over towards field side, with Insight watching over the top. Get Neptune.
Dude, I hate Protocol. I hate Protocol for a fucking SCD map. I'd rather see Vault than Protocol any day of the week.
Looking like an A hit here. Unless Kleenex can find good timing. Get up the rope. Hey, how are ya? That'll work. Follow up on the Neptune is good, and it all rests with Nasty.
Nasty in a 1v3. Does have the information that the bomb is going to be down right by his feet, but the stun is going to connect. He wins the one-on-one, and realistically, if you're Ultra, no one in a position to trade, so Nasty can still clutch this one.
Off the reset, the regen, and the reload. The bomb has been collected. Nasty's timing on that frag will come up empty. Does get him back down in towards elevator. But tagged. Oh boy, so now he's got to back up again, and his approach of surprise has been eliminated. Quickly back up and around.
Still got
30 seconds to work with. Inside committed on the zip pinch.
It's an individual 1v1. Opening shots. This is on the inside. There's the set tax. Nasty pushing forward. The sub finds the first. Does he have the opportunity to get the reset back in? Just down to 22 health. There's the regen. Shots over to inside are decent. Now playing with the clock.
Oh my god.
A 1v3 for Nasty. Talk about a start here for Protocol.
Holy shit, Nasty.
And if you were trying to get some early momentum on the side of Ultra, it's instantly going to get stripped away from you. Nasty with an unbelievable 1v3 to start off the S&D. Wins the one-on-one to start it off. On the drop down. Information gained from Ultra when that nade connects, but Insight fully committing on that zip pinch. Doesn't allow the trade to fully come in. And Nasty just finesses his life so wonderfully to allow Vancouver to continue to have the momentum and secure the first round.
What a statement. Just when you start to think Toronto are going to come out of that fiery finish to vault and just cool the Jets. Not the case. Nasty for the 1v3. Now Vancouver's turn for offense. Quick hit here for the defense of Toronto. Back down over towards that main double door, but this is what you point towards, Jay. 0-4 once again, getting aggressive early, and he's got an opportunity to possibly find himself a 1v1. Beats reads it, 0-4's out of there.
0-4 just going to draw the attention. B's trying to commit on the gunfight, but you're going to basically give the comp to Ultra. They're potentially going to work this bomb over towards B. Neptune edging his way on up. Trying to clear out the backside, but is now going to commit on the
That could be gone.
The top from Beans destroyed by the trophy system.
What a catch. What a catch. Just got in on his hands a little bit. He barely missed that being gone. What a catch.
Including Nasty again on 4 in a row.
Oh my god.
The top of his previous plant. No, surely not. Beans, good for one, tags onto another, but help is on the way in Vancouver.
A lot of top spin on that one, I think.
Yeah, you cannot allow Vancouver to take all that mid-map control away from you as fast as they did, because that's when they are truly comfortable. They don't really like to take any risks working towards bottom comps. They preferred the B site the entire season so far.
Pozo.
You find the first spot,
You're an aggressive hitter. You should have taken that one for a ride.
Just way too strong there from Surge. Ultra need to stop the bleeding and stop it quick.
I don't know what else you could have possibly wanted right there from Toronto. You get to read on 0-4's initial play. You get to read the bombs being planted. Just the setup too strong for Vancouver. If you don't win those opening gunfights.
I don't think it's going to be a long series.
He's got 5
Ultra, this might be a 3-0.
To an early missile. Stun for Joe. Will tag. A little bit of information there for Ultra's offense.
Oh my god. If he could have shot that grenade and blown it up, I would have actually I would have came inside my pants.
He's able to get out of dodge and the boozer.
Another one dead.
First left from top window onto Kleenex.
Dude, Joe Deceives is only good in respawns. He is terrible at Surge.
Extra, make sure all your bases are covered. I love the rotation play out of Nasty because you're not going to be ready for that.
I need FaZe to make a roster move.
Nasty going to hold for a moment. Neptune working on a long pinch over through Grandma's.
Does he know?
But Nasty's position is everything. His insight is the one trusted to lock down this post plant. Here comes Nasty and doesn't miss a bullet.
Oh my god.
7-0 start.
Oh my god, dude. They're just bullying him.
That's just a beautiful play right there out of Nasty. You're not going to be able to read that if you're insight. No one shows face on that B side. You instantly get the objective down. The first 10 seconds go away. And you're thinking, all right, we're going to stand a pretty good chance here, even in the man down. Nasty making, again, another Nasty play on the map. Sounded like an elephant.
Oh, Pozo. Damn.
Insight was not able to hear him. Finds the first. Joe Deceives is stuck between nothing. And that's quickly 3-0 for Surge with him on 7 in a row.
And for all of, I think, the super nerds that are out there, like the fact that Neptune is the one pushing through, Nasty holds his ground, that's critical. Because at one point, it looked like he was going to go maybe earlier than expected up that ladder. But into round 4 we go. Need a response from Ultra, you need it quickly. Keep your eye on number 1. So 4 once again. Beans was responsible for this last time. Here in round 4, Insight's seen it. But a track backwards, and 0-4 says, we don't need to commit on this long wrap through sidewalk. Let's just hit A late.
And this is why they are too much to handle on a map like Protocol. Because you just got punched in the face when they go over towards B in a clean 4v4. But this time you're stacking everybody on the site, and Surge just cut their way back through the middle of the map and drop down in towards A with trophy system. 4v4 retake on the cars.
Oh my.
Yeah, that's big. Abuza was the one responsible for mid doors. Now everyone else in the backside of the site just has to play their crosses. Kleenex dismantles one.
Oh, this is the Toronto round.
The last, and 0-4 will be pistol up by Kleenex.
flawless response from Ultra. Yeah, that was extremely clean right there from Ultra. It always helps when you find that first blood. Surge, more specifically Abuza, just gets too aggressive at that big door. At that point, you're forcing your teammates now to watch multiple things. Just get some bad timing and a clean retake right there from Ultra. Just made that one look easy to finally put one on the board.
It all starts with Abuza falling, though. I mean, just that post plan for Vancouver is not in a position to deal with big door if Abuza falls. So great first team shots coming out of Ultra. Perfect follow-up. An important round on the board for them. Can they go back-to-back? Really, they need to find something around the objective because so far they've been allowed to plan both their offenses. They just cannot get a post plan set up.
Might have to go for a pace change too because 0-4 consistently through both sides, showing a lot of presence over towards tower. So we're going to be the aggressors over towards B. Kleenex already behind enemy lines, going to catch good timing, but I love how that player does not commit on the gunfight. You value your life, you're still in the 4v4.
The bomb makes its way up to B. There is no defender here to stop this initially, but Vancouver look, they want to try to test this. Yep, 0-4 clears off the bomb plant. Follow up from Neptune. Kleenex has him weak. Backs down Travis, and there's an opportunity now for maybe 0-4 to pick up this pinch on the overextension.
Oh no.
Thought he was spotted there, so he does not commit fully on the pinch, and now you're right in the crosshairs of 0-4. Stuck into the corner, instantly going to get taken down, but Kleenex instantly with the response. Still a 2v2.
Yeah, it's a really good bailout to at least get the trade.
Interesting round right now. Interesting round.
So Beans and Kleenex.
Come on, Victor, keep it going.
Together.
This guy's not going to make it 5 innings.
Not a lot of time to work with either. Neptune, oh boy.
There you go.
That is one bold choice. Nasty from helicopter, going to give him the information early. Here comes the follow-up over towards sidewalk to try to clear this out. Neptune maybe has missed his window.
He's got to hurry.
Yeah, now you've got Ultra already re-clearing over towards helicopter. Neptune playing up top. Here
my God.
Check down low, sees the feet of Bean, stops the plant. 1v1. Kleenex tag. Bang! Travis for the 1v2.
Jesus Christ, dude. Oh my God.
I was able to sneak by the player over at Heli, so I take care of the bomb carrier. I got a deadly head glitch. Kleenex is not going to have the advantage in.
Kickoff play to first. Third pass to Carlos Santana, whose socks are higher than his fucking knees. Holy shit, dude.
Vancouver, 4-1.
Oh man, it's just another one of those that you feel like Ultra's about to just wiggle their way back in the round. Get that to a 3-2 tally. The search and destroy feels like it's turning on its head, but not the case. A combined 1 and 8 for Joe Deceives and Insight. Just has not been good for Insight in the search and destroy this weekend. Stun check comes through. Look at a quick route this time from 0-4. Shut down though by Beans. Early numbers for Ultra.
That's a beautiful read right there out of Beans. Double out of Beans gives them the early man advantage.
Unreal.
Nasty and Neptune already respond with 2. They gain information as well onto Joe Deceives. Nasty is going to be trapped. But Kleenex is not going to commit.
He's got help on the way. Joe Deceives is right there. Neptune, another 1v2 opportunity for him. Surely not. Sees Kleenex. Good opening tags. Has Joey. Can't finish with the quick, though. Too much to deal with here in round number 6, and Ultra get their second.
Yeah, it's good plays early on from Beans. Find the first blood and the second. The SMG's getting aggressive on the pinch. Staying as an army of 2. Not fully commit on gunfights unless your teammate is going to be there, and that works out there for Ultra. Secure their second round. You have found 4 first bloods in this S&D.
Yeah, get this guy. Dude, this guy's at 47 pitches. Not even.
Absolutely.
Not even through 2. Oh, he's about to throw pitch 47.
Next offensive attempt for Ultra. After the aggression they showed last round, they're going to stick with it in at least certain ways for Kleenex.
48 pitches.
And immediately around towards sidewalk. Vancouver aware of the timing. Not going to try to peek.
This is a 28 pitch second inning.
Look how far fast
And nobody got on base, I don't think. Yeah, nobody got on base.
If you're Ultra, 0-4 is getting all the information, but the bomb is planted.
The 29 pitch second inning.
Not bad news here, 3v3.
The late pinch on Insight is what his teammates are waiting for. It's already worked as well. Tilge couple steps, 30 seconds to go, but he is going to get picked off. Man advantage Vancouver.
Beats, toss a grenade. Abuza not able to connect. Gets tagged into zone right. They don't know where the post plant had exited from Joe, but now they're going to find that 0-4 over the top. Just down to Beans. He's found the first 2. 1v1. He's got Nasty in front of him. Doesn't get the initial read. Down to 64 HP. The shots are decent, but he can't give
Oh my God.
Oh, and I've just been waiting for Mr. Benjamin Beans to make a big-time play in Search and Destroy to potentially provide a spark on the side of Ultra and a 1v3 in the swing round. He's going to do wonders now for his confidence. Massive round there from Beans. Gets the game even closer as we take a look at it again. Time is ticking. So you got to understand Abuza still being weak, has to try to commit on the gunfight. The Nasty, just not enough time there to find the kill and get the defuse. Ultra, 2 in a row now.
Different look here for Vancouver, trying to play aggressively through field side. They find Beans for first blood. He has been playing that position in just about almost every single defense. Insight keeps 04 at bay. Stun makes sure he stays at about 1 HP. Bomb, though, gets planted at A all the meanwhile. Insight able to find his second elimination, just down to what these 3 members for Surge can find around Spiral and inside A.
Yeah, the fact that Ofo got caught right there is not what you were expecting, but the RC's going to force Neptune out of position. And all of Ultra are not instantly going to pounce on that, so the RC's going to be responding on the opposite side. You still know where the pressure's coming.
Next, first couple of shots onto Abuza, but the problem is the SMG's in the back of the site. Nasty and Neptune sliding and working together. Neptune drops. Abuza still being held. Nasty able to respond with one of his own. X down to the 1v1 once again. Nasty from a 1v3 earlier, trying to play off the clock. Gonna give enough separation to just run forward, check it. Not gonna have time for the defuse, and Vancouver will find themselves on map point.
Just a switch up right there is too hard to read if you are Ultra. Vancouver, every single round on their offensives, have never been aggressive in towards bottom comms, but when you send everyone through tower, you find that first blood, you instantly drop down with the man advantage. This is a trade fest after that. Vancouver with the mid-round adjustment now puts them at game point. Ultra need to be able to shut them down.
Yeah.
At least make plays in towards bottom end.
This is just one of those offensive rounds you square up into a 5-3 and say, what do we even call right now? Same thing pretty much as usual. This time, Neptune is going to play an aggressive spot over towards P1. Haven't seen this yet, but 04 falls over towards the outside. Now Neptune has to make a play. Found the first. Joe has seen a couple of tags that are in. Neptune just dancing. Joe has no idea where he's gone. Finds another. Oh my goodness. Now it's just down to Beans. 1v2 opportunity. Finds the first cleanly. And it's a 1v1 with none other than Nasty, who has been incredible this search. Nasty wants the challenge. First shots are good. Frag, cooked up. Is it perfect? Not quite. Resets in and we re-go. We're running on a 1v1.
45 seconds to play with. Bomb not in the hands of Beans. He's just going to wait for him potentially to run right in front of him, and Nasty's going to get spotted.
And the shots are perfect. Beans for another massive clutch. Keep Ultra alive.
This guy is giving them lifeline after lifeline. A 1v3 followed up by a 1v2. He is starting to make big time plays in the big time moments. Still need one more round to try to force to round 11. Adjustments need to come on in. Do not allow SMGs to sneak on by. Have your ARs hold down all of the middle map and ARs and the SMGs to shut down bottom A.
Well, think about the mind games that have happened. Vancouver have shown 04 through the bottom side of tin or front through sidewalk so many times, and now you've got something at A if they start to build. Consider stun check from Neptune. Hits a couple of members from Ultra, and here comes 04 once again, front side 10.
The adjustment, at least from Ultra, to have someone at Heli, but now Beans is going to be trapped. He has a trophy that's going to keep him alive a little bit longer, but back off the rotation. Sir said, nuh-uh, not going to deal with that. Potentially going towards A.
Yeah, Beans a couple of 1v2s and a trophy. Let's just let him stay there. Let's play the 4v3 and the rest of the map. 04 feeling frisky. Gets forward. A little bit of information, though, for Beans. Kleenex able to assist. And this is all. Surge is playing for the isolation. Doesn't fully come through. Trade is in, though, to a 3v3. Bomb dropping down over to A.
Yeah, that's all the information gained right there. They realize, okay, one bottom blue, one Heli. There can only be one player in towards the A site. No one is here, so the bomb is going to go down for 3. Do you have tax to potentially work your way back on in? There is a trophy for Surge to keep them alive a little longer.
But you have an extra AR on the field here. Joe Deceives, with a name as in hand, has 3 ARs out. RCXD for Beans going to get called. You have to clear out Spiral. They will successfully do that. Also some information on the player